relatively in shape, minus the insomnia. If I recall. Or I'm remembering his character wrong.
I don't think he's particularly out of shape. I think he's just average.
Then he should be able to, because 3 miles an hour is average.
No,
For a
3
human.
miles an hour is not average.
For a human, I'm pretty sure that's average.
No, I walk 3 miles an hour and I have a particularly long stride. Average is like 2.5.
So it'd take us like 30 minutes if we had him walk, but we could put him in a touch coma. I mean, he's in mark mode, so probably wouldn't touch coma wouldn't be too big of an issue, would it?
No, that's what it's there for.
Because the rest of us can walk it. Two, 4, 6, 8. Move that one over there for power die. Do you get a D for every person that assists you, or just one?
It depends on the situation.
Okay, just want to ask. So I'll put it another 5 over there.
See my drop and me feels the hex. Let's see, we get the touch coma?
Yep.
To touch coma.
Okay.
I remember this place.
Yep. Yep. There. You see signs of definite.
I see signs of my roll 20 being a dick.
You see signs of definite fighting. You see blaster marks in the trees, slashing from some form of curved vibro weapon.
Huh. Just gonna roll.
There is, of course, some signs of more physical injury, like some animals that have been not taken, or rather taken in whole. Poor hunting job.
So who's going to assist me with me beginning the tracking?
When we get the touch coma, they can help.
So that's 1D.
I can assist, I suppose. As recall, Jin had some dice in hunting.
Yeah.
And I don't know if the puppy can help or not. Bear!
Is it alive? That's my first question.
Yes, it is.
Oh boy. So I get 1 dice from the touch coma and then 1 dice from Jin. Because I assume you would rather be doing security things.
Well, there's nothing security out here, but yeah, I can keep an eye out. I've got the sensors and stuff. So yeah, Yin and
Bear
Tycho.
to our right.
Yeah, I see the bear.
Okay, so I will roll my tracking. Go find these people. Now there's two gens.
Nope, now there's one. I wanted the one that was linked to a sheet, so I could bring it up thusly. Boom.
Cool. Let me pick up my keyboard finally, because I'm gonna do some proper rolling.
Yeah. I'll help you out.
Da, 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 da. Cool. 12. 12. 16. 21. And then add 12. 34? Yeah, 34.
Nice.
So what direction are we going as this thing walks towards us?
Uh, Northwest. You
Cool.
see, you see the tracks. They aren't doing a super good job of covering their tracks until you get about 200 meters, and then the tracks get a bit harder as they're being covered by both wiping them away and damaging the area with blaster fire. But you're able to go, okay, there's some trail, okay, over there, and you're continuing to track it. This giant thing, by the way, right here, is following you guys.
Toucan Sam is stalking us.
Yes.
Does it look like a predator?
Uh, sure. Does it look like a predator? Okay,
I'll do survival.
not off the top. Yeah, survival or planetary systems.
Cool. 3, 6, 9. 5 plus 6, 15. 20?
Okay. 20. Gotcha.
If it's a predator, I throw jerky away from us. If it's just being annoying and curious, well, I'll just ignore it until it tries to do something.
This is a Lorst. The Lorst, from what you recall, is a deceptively carnivorous creature. Under its feathers are quills and curved bone that it can uncover to essentially drive by its opponent. So just kind of past, clip them, and then run past again and clip them. Though when fighting larger things, they use the incredible crushing power of their beak to shatter bone or break necks of other creatures through pure crunching.
Hey, Crow.
Hmm.
I think you'll like that thing. It's just like a Vok, but bigger. What is it, like the size of a
Yep,
horse?
I'm good with one pet, thank you.
The quills, however, are more meant to snag during a drive-by to if it's say needing to keep up with a speedy target, or rather have the speedy target keep up with, or rather itself physically like be dragged along with it. So it's not so much cutting like the Vovk as it is as a clawed adherence to.
Dimitri will throw it a bundle of Dimitri's famous jerky to make it go away. Like, I will particularly throw it past it and pretty far.
Dimitri's famous jerky, the way of handling all animals in this campaign.
I mean, why not? If it's a carnivore, it'll work because it's just cooked meat. We're gonna have a problem when we run into the one that doesn't want the jerky.
Blasphemy!
Because then we hit. Because I'm basically pulling the monster hunter. I'm just gonna throw meat somewhere. Or we'll get attracted to it, as long as it's not actively attacking us. Because bait. The only difference is I don't drug it so they fall asleep, or paralyze them, or poison them. Man, I need to start considering these things.
That is so wrong on so many levels.
I don't even want to know how it's wrong because I'm currently oblivious to what you're thinking of.
I'm just looking at the roll 20 and the phrasing.
Sorry,
Okay.
in my head I put famous, and I didn't type famous.
No.
No, it's just a matter of why are we throwing jerky at Toucan Sam? When did a toucan require a taste for human flesh?
It will eagle eye the movement of the jerky. And before it lands, actually dash over to it and trap it in his beak.
That should give us a little while. Let's keep going, guys.
Lead on.
No,
Tachkoma, 30-second geophone pulses as normal.
okay.
I assume that is the correct direction, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Alright, you two can. So you're continuing the track. The I should have used this map. Should have totally used a different map. Oh, it's too funny.
What's wrong with the map?
I don't know. I'm just assuming it's the map. There, did that help? No, I did a force ping. It didn't help.
Sorry, stream. The map is about to go to hell.
Okay. The group that you're tracking, which, by the way, since you rolled that high, you can tell that you're looking at a group of 30 people.
What?
Yep, a group of 30.
And that's their hunting party? Oh god.
Well, remember, they don't know what they're doing.
They may not know what they're doing, but I'm pretty sure any sane person wouldn't need that many people.
The group splits up into into 6 groups of 5.
that more your speed?
I mean, I don't care for fighting 30 people at the same time.
No, I just meant more your speed for an actual hunting party.
Yeah, that makes more sense. It's like, wait, it's just one gigantic group of 30 walking around in a forest? How have we not found them already?
Science? Question mark?
Because that would be making way too much noise. So you said 5 groups of 6? Or 6 groups of 5? Okay.
2 groups of 5.
6 groups of 5. You know what? I'm gonna roll a d6 and see which one we go after. Well, that d6 went off somewhere. I'm not even gonna try to find it. I'm gonna follow group 4.
Okay. Is there
Actually, let me rephrase that. I'm gonna follow whichever group looks like it has the person that's actually leading the group. I assume I could make a tracking roll to see who would basically be the person that has like the more authoritative step and things like that.
Smell for assholery.
a lot of the stances are rather similar, but there is one that does seem to be taking point a bit more than the others.
Fuck, tracking that guy.
That's it. That's either their leader or their pathfinder.
Either one.
Okay,
'Cause-
tracking that one. That's group 5. Are you still following? Okay, you follow through that. There's more, of course, animal sounds around you. You smell the acrid smell of blaster gas.
Ooh, very recent.
Can the Mando make me a perception roll, please?
What type?
Oh, duh. Sight.
Okay. Forgotten Darkness. Is it within 50 meters from motion sensor range?
That wouldn't count because it's not making enough motion.
Within 100 meters for sensor pod range?
Yes.
Okay. So 22.
What is the value of 22 against his stealth?
You find a damaged blaster component. While its style, the way it's actually designed, does not look like a blaster style that you're familiar with. The technology is certainly that of a blaster. Specifically, it is part of a casing and a slashed through can of blaster gas. You still see the connection points where it would feed into the priming chamber, but that too looks damaged. It looks like someone just discarded a component.
I don't remember.
Is there blood?
Can Dimitri track by scent?
I have sharp senses, so I assume I could.
Not as well as other species, but it's enough to at least aid in the tracking.
Okay, so if I got Quinlan to maybe scent the rifle, would that possibly aid Dimitri's tracking, like a hunting dog?
Yes. That will add an additional d6.
Cool. This is getting terrifying, by the
I don't
way.
think the Tachikoma's probe droid sensors could do like a scan for DNA on rifle and follow DNA, but I figured the scenting should at least.
Is there blood? Is there a blood trail anywhere in this area at this point? Because of this being mentioned, I assume to me as well.
Actually, that is a very good question.
Because I am basically a fucking hyena. I will find it.
So you're a hyena, and we now have a bloodhound.
We have a bloodhound, a hyena, and a search and kill assassin probe droid
Yep.
that's been remade into a walking spider tank.
Because Crow has a perverse
Science.
sense of humor. Same reason it sounds like a little girl.
High or low?
Though we did debate making Tachikama 2 sound
High.
like Baymax.
You said high?
Yep. Oh man.
In this case, there are three blood trails that you can track. Because that is something a bit more up Quinlan's alley. You can increase your assistance bonus via Hound by 2D, or rather 2D, not by 2D.
So Quinlan.
So instead of getting one, I get two.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
That's yeah.
Cool.
She gives you a 2D bonus.
Okay, so the next thing I have to ask is, are they staying together?
From what you're
Like in
able to
this area.
tell, these are creatures that were being carried by members of this group of 5.
Cool. That actually helps us out a lot.
Yeah, because if they're carrying them, it means they're more heavily burdened, which means deeper tracks.
Which, do I get any bonus for that?
I think that would affect the DC.
It'll affect the difficulty.
Okay. And it'll lead us to where their camp is.
Yep.
Cool. So, that's a lot of dice. 4, 8. I'm rolling 12 dice now, guys. Woo! From 2 assists plus dog. From Doggo. That's a lot of 6s. And I'm not even rolling my power die yet. This is going to be a lot of 6s. Oh, and then keep going. 2, 4, 5. There were 5 6s before the power die.
Wow. Nice.
So there's 6 6s. That's what, 36? Yeah. 36, 42. 48. 50, 55.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's a 55.
Awesome. It whines as if they're actually trying to shake some trails, but you're on them. The group rejoins more steps. It looks like the separate groups, several 2 kilometers out, have reformed into a single group of 30. And have continued traveling in that way. The geophone sensors are what, 10 kilometers?
I'm not gonna lie, every time that thing goes off, I'm just like, my ears.
Yeah.
Ow. My ears. Ow.
Geo-oscillating sensor.
But hey, we get a hyper detailed map that goes out 10 kilometers.
Yeah, I'm just confirming.
It's not coming up when I click the link in the loot crate, so...
Here, I will look them.
Also, just gonna say this. I semi-regret taking an hour-long nap and then drinking a monster afterwards.
That sounds like a bad combination.
I don't think I'm going to bed tonight, guys. Mind you, I had this monster like 4 hours ago, so maybe not.
Range 200 meters, depth 100.
Okay, so 200 meters.
Oh, I know why that's not coming up. There, now it should come up. Okay. After 6 more kilometers, where this group splits up a couple more times, regroups. It's been a couple of hours at this point, but the Tachikoma will speak up. Hey, I found a group of movement. It's 200 that away, and Tachikoma will point with its finger. It's, well, the same direction that you guys are tracking. Looks like a group of 30, and other objects.
Is the tree cover enough, clear enough I could try macro binoculars?
Not at your distance.
Okay. 200 meters, alright, so I guess it's time to get a look, attempt to get stealthy.
If you guys want to get stealthy, yeah. You will get a. What is that? Oh, the birdie now. You will get a +10 due to knowing their location from the geo.
You get a +10 to stealth? Cool.
And I can provide the group a plus.
2, 3.
I can provide the group a +1D.
And you're providing +1, so I'm rolling 60. +10? Oh, is this greater than 35 meters? Yes, it is. I actually get 2D.
Awesome.
Haha. Instead of 1D. Did I just drop it again? God damn it, I keep dropping my dice. You know what? I need 5 for normal skill, +2 for
I
that.
forgot about the natural leader.
So wait, +2D
Yeah,
from you?
+1D is +2.
So 2D from that, 2D from that, plus my 5D. Cool. I'm rolling a lot of dice right now. Fuck it. I'll find the Everdie later. So I'm rolling 9 dice? Yeah. I would help Jin.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot the +10, sorry. Okay, so Touchcoma's rolling 5D +10.
10, 20, 30, power die.
Insane. Jin gets +2D and
35.
Touchcoma is rolling a total of 5D +10.
Sure.
I would assist Jin because reasons.
Gotcha.
If I have the ability to actually assist, and the fact that I'm also trying to hide myself. But
yeah, you can. Considering the
Yeah.
situation.
$39 plus 10 is what? So Jin would actually have plus 3D from assist and leadership? Would that be correct?
That's what it sounds like, yep.
Did you include the plus 10?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Cool. 47, 40, 49. What about the Tachikoma?
You said 5D plus 10 for the Tachikoma?
Yeah. Hey, for a spider tank, that's not bad.
That is true. That is very true.
That's the stealthiest tank ever.
You know what? It works really well because if the giant spider tank can get into a position, I'll just hide it. That way, it doesn't have to worry about it, as long as it doesn't move. Damn.
So almost everyone saw the tank.
Or hears the tank at least.
Okay,
You know what? That works though, because they'll go towards the giant spider tank and go like, "Oh fuck," I wonder where everyone else is at. Which I think would work in the favor of Crow when he wants to decide to start talking to him. If we all just appear out of the bushes.
You'll get to 30 meters. You can see the area a bit more clearly. Touch say, they're moving a little bit.
They're moving a lot.
They're only slightly spreading out some, like they might be getting a few things.
Everybody hold. Give them a minute.
You are in a bit more of a clearing, so you can try to observe the area if you'd like.
Yes, I will hold, and everybody will go into observation mode and ready to duck if we need to.
Okay.
I will hide the touch coma.
Ah!
So that's going to be 6D.
Girl, he's putting stuff on me.
Shh. Okay.
That is hilarious.
Ironically, the Tachikoma can hide itself. I think it has like 5D and change in that.
I'll just go with my roll. Because let's see, that's 65654 before and that's before the power die. And then a 6. And then a 6. And then a 1. So what is the total of this? It's going to be 10, 20, 32, 44?
Awesome. Tachikoma is rather hidden. And were you doing a look with?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Okay.
I'm searching.
Did I miss that rule?
I haven't rolled yet.
Okay.
You figured you want to resolve the Tachikoma
Sorry.
first.
Yeah. Thank you.
That within 30 meters, so I can fly. Are we in darkness?
Yeah, nighttime.
Okay, so night vision matters. That's plus 1D versus darkness.
That just that'll let's see. This is starlight, so I would give it a 2D penalty, but your night vision negates 1D of that. So starlight uncovered.
That range, and that range, so plus 3D. Oh yeah.
Are you also moving around the perimeter while looking?
No, I'm gonna leave that to Dimitri. I'm staying with the group in case something happens and searching from my position. I have
Sure.
features and stuff.
Okay.
I'll do my would it be normal search or would I be tracking at this point still?
It'd be normal search.
2, 4, 6, 7, and I'm still being sneaky with my stealth of 49. I have a feeling that I'm going to do something horrible later. I'm rolling too well right now. Do. 5, 10, 15, 15 plus 18, that's going to be 20, 5 plus 8 plus 13, that's 33, 36, 37. That does include the penalty that you mentioned.
Okay.
Because I don't have dark vision, I just have sharp senses, so I can see better and smell things and hear things.
Telling you, man, we gotta get you some goggles.
I mean, I'm wearing the scout armor, but it doesn't have anything for that.
That's because the
I just
scout
have
armor
optical
doesn't have-
camouflage.
That's because the scout armor doesn't have goggles.
Okay.
Nope.
Between Dimitri and Crow, you will be able to see the map, including the things that have yellow dots next to them, and I will identify what they are in a moment.
There's too many trees. I can't see anything to begin with.
Dang it. There we go. One more
And-
over. There we go.
Ow! Oh, did Toucan and Sam decide to come over here and also join us? And murdering people?
Sorry, Toucan Sam should have that.
Damn.
Let's see, what has not rendered in yet, and I will describe, is there are some crates here. Oh, there they are. There are the crates.
They're just all piled on top of each other. What is that?
Okay, that is
Like, the rest of it makes
a
sense.
stack of flying creatures.
Can I roll my survival jungle?
You won't need to. You can recognize them. They are, they're birds. They are, well, more of they're more kind of bat-like birds. They feed off of the carnivorous plants.
Cool. That's
These
annoying that they're
are-
getting rid of them.
Yeah. Like the ones you guys encountered around the Jalesh ruins, these things would eat them.
Am I seeing a little Fido that's dead over there in the corner? Right? Yeah. It's like the dog from, was it Silent Hill? Where that one ending where they showed a dog sitting on the
Yeah.
the
that's
control
how I
room.
know.
That's exactly what that dog looks like.
The things with the yellow dots on them are these.
Turrets.
They have set up a perimeter of portable turrets. At the moment, it
Are they
looks like-
broadcast?
I'm sorry.
Are they broadcasting any kind of signal?
Um,
I specifically asked Crow this when I get back to
okay.
him. Because I assume that he sees them and I see them, or at least I see them and I tell him about them so he sees them.
He sees one side of it, but because you circled, you can see the rest of them.
Well, I've got this broadband antenna that allows me to intercept, decode, and integrate with communication systems. So I guess make a communications roll to find out if they're broadcasting a signal.
Sure, yeah.
Because I would love to not have to deal with them.
And while I'm doing that, I'm going to reach my hand up and direct my audio pickup towards the camp to see what I can hear.
Okay, there's a little bit of activity in the camp that you guys can see. Mostly they're prepping. They're prepping animals. They are a bit more of alert because they must have heard or seen something.
I say there's a guy that looks like he's direct.
Rabble, 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 rabble.
I'll make sure the audio pickups can hear.
There are no active signals. However, with your third one search and you have the ability to zoom,
Mm-hmm.
you do see that the person in the blue
circle.
ring,
Yeah.
blue circle, does have a small remote device of some kind.
And like, is he the one that they seem to be, taking directions from?
No, they seem to be more like someone will say, "Hey, do this," and someone else will do it.
Okay, they don't.
From what you've seen so far, they don't seem to have a dedicated leader.
Okay.
Excuse me. And you're using a directional mic?
Yep.
I don't see anything. Yeah, I don't see anything either. Keep the turrets on.
Here?
Could have been an animal. We're reaching our capacity for this group anyway. There'll be a pause. Are the rest in position? Another one from further off. If they're on the timetable, they should be. We should be going out in one closer to the fire. We'll finish sentence. Say about 2 hours just to be sure. I know we've been irritating these hunter people. So they could be on the search. I'd say let's wait 2 hours, then move the food out. The person with the blue circle will you'll see him nod if you're still looking in this direction with the zoom. Yeah, it sounds like a good idea. There'll be murmurs of agreement through the group until one person says, "What if that thing you heard was them?" That'll be a sigh. Then the turrets will get them, and if the turrets don't get them, we can get them. Hey, how about this bird over here, huh? Oh, I can get him too. No one laughs.
Alright, so they're rolling out in 2 hours.
I say we could use the touch coma to start dragging him towards us. Like, basically make an audible sound.
Before we do that, I'd like to check in with the other scouting party. See if they've turned up any more groups or if this is it.
Okay.
So, what have we learned?
We have just found at least one of the hunting parties. We're confirming if it's the only one or not. If it is the only one, then I'm going to bring our B team over to help.
Because, it's like 30 people plus turrets.
Oof. Organized camp.
First, I'm going to try talking to him. If that doesn't work, then we will have to deal with that.
I mean, concussion grenade launchers really help with that situation, just saying.
It does, which is why I'm hoping to have the other Tachikoma over here before we do that, so we have 2 grenade launchers. And 5 repeating blasters.
If the other Tachikoma gets over here, I want to get in it and shoot it. Just shoot it all.
Because they dual wield those, and then there's yours.
This is Todar. We found a group that tried to hang us up a bit, but turns out to be a group of 30. We split off some, and I think Lowell, you found some? Lowell's the voice of popular talk. Yeah. I'm over here with the subgroup. Should be about 6 kilometers out from your position. relative to Todar's position.
So he's 6 kilometers from Tudar. Tudar said they found their own group of 30.
Yeah,
So that's at least 60 of these fuckers out here.
and Lyle say, I found a group of 20, but tracks would indicate a bit more.
Hot damn, they are out here in force.
Looks like a lot of game animals. I'm seeing some of those. Looks like it used to be glowing anyway. Some sort of butterfly-looking thing. I mean, it's dead now, but you see it, it's over there.
Well, that doesn't help us with a centralized location, unfortunately.
Yeah, but it shows that they're being almost indiscriminate in their killings.
Yeah, but we knew that after talking to the villagers.
Okay.
Well, man, no. Maybe they're gonna regroup at some central location afterwards.
Yeah, that would be the obvious. Alright, you keep tracking your group, keep us apprised. Our check-ins.
But given that there's groups of 30 for each group that we found so far, we're dealing with a lot more than just a small group of poachers.
Yeah, this is an almost... How many people are in Cathene as approximate?
Let me check. I should have that.
I mean, don't get me wrong, you throw tanks with grenade launchers, it doesn't matter how many people they have, AoEs or AoEs. And they're concussion grenades, so don't they also do stun damage?
Well, they have grenade options, but yeah.
Estimated population of Catheme is 250.
So we're looking
at... nearly half the population of... If we're looking at a similar sized village, this is nearly half the force.
Yeah, it was 2 groups, not 3 groups of 30, right?
Yeah.
It was 2 groups of 30, 1 group of 20, though tracks indicate more.
So probably a third group of 30.
So they're running around in groups of 30, that's 90 people out and about.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
Hey, you want to get them to come over here? No, bro?
No.
Away from the turrets?
What I would like you to do is I would like you to sneak in and plant one of these tracers I have on one of their things so we can track them back to base.
Sure.
Either plant it on a turret, plant it on a cage, plant it on something.
I'll sneak in there and plant it on a crate once they're not so worried about things.
Now, for all I care, you can plant it on a guy. I just need to get, because...
I'll plant multiple. How about that?
Yeah, because, we're going to be following these guys back to their wherever, but, we may lose them, so I want to back up.
So, I'll plant 2 turrets, one on each crate, and then if the guy's dumb enough, I'll put 1 on him.
And while he's doing that, I would like to concentrate on locking life sense onto Captain Blue Ring of Death over there.
Okay, you can do that. Please roll a really, really, really good stealth.
I'll be avoiding doing the guy if he's not clearly oblivious. Because if I do tag the guy, I'm tagging his bag. Like just tossing it in his bag. Not actually attaching it to his skin. So, 2, 4, 5. I'm getting within 35 meters, so I get 1D.
2 hours, right?
Yeah, 2 hours.
So I will take an hour and 45 to empty this.
So, can I get a command bonus from our glorious leader before I go stealthing along?
I can give you a command bonus. No, we got time. So if you're doing that, so it depends on how long it's going to take you snaking in out. That'll affect my emptiness bonus, but yeah, I'll command him first. Once he gets out, I will emptiness, come out, and then do the lock on. Okay.
Sure, you can roll a command bonus. Due to the amount of trees and stuff like that, your stealth command bonus is limited to 3D.
Is that including the plus 1D I get automatically for my advantage, or without?
Yours can exceed the limits.
Okay, so 40. Yep, you get plus 40.
Cool. That makes this a little bit more attainable if I don't roll stupidly low. So that's 9D before power die. Cool. Let's see where this goes. I'm hoping to at least get past the turrets. Power die save me? These are a lot of ones. Damn. So to describe this situation, I rolled 5 ones. The rest of it was really good. So 6, 12, 18, 20, 30, 42, 45? Yeah, 45.
And you're seeking up close enough to plant it on someone.
I'm doing the turrets and the crates. And if someone's oblivious and like leave their bag to the side, I'm putting it in their bag.
Well,
Not on.
I will keep in mind I only have 4 tracers.
So yeah, 2 on the turrets, 1 on one of the. Actually, I'll do 1 on the turret, 2 in the crates, and I guess if one of the guys looks like his bag is off to the side, I'll just slip it in his bag.
Okay. And
Like
you
his
roll-
bag isn't on him.
And you said you rolled a 40?
45. If I don't have the option of a bag that's placed off to the side, like near a bush or a shadow, I'm just gonna put it on another turret. I just want to clarify that. I am not one trying to do the magic touch and slip something into someone's pocket and be a pickpocket.
Okay.
A reverse pickpocket at that. If I'm gonna be doing reverse pickpocket shenanigans, it's gonna be with explosives.
Reverse pickpocketing in this case would actually be sleight of hand if you're going to actually slip it into their pocket.
No, he's saying that if that were the circumstance, he would be doing that. I think.
No, if I'm gonna do something like that, I'm gonna be putting explosives, not trackers. Trackers in unattended bags is what I would be doing.
He's trying to do Fallout. Hot damn.
What was that roll?
45?
Hot damn.
I believe
So I guess-
you roll a 45 too?
Yeah, I said I rolled a 45.
I'm just confirming. Okay.
I made it.
You,
I see a 43 and a 37.
you find that you actually have to slow your roll a little bit, as these guys very nearly catch you several times. You find you have to take 30 minutes just to make sure you're not caught.
Cool. I didn't get caught, so I don't care how long it takes me.
I read that as Squirtle Hunters for a minute.
Nope. Magnet. It's
You're
different.
not wrong.
Oop. Haha. There you go.
Okay.
Given that it takes me 30 minutes, but I assume that's before he goes into his emptiness, I'd ask if he would like me to cause him to get a little bit more spooked and cause a distraction away from us.
They're not actively looking for us right now, so I'd just soon not draw attention to us yet.
Cool.
Okay. And you were doing an hour of 90 minutes of this? Okay.
So 2 hours. It took me 30 minutes, and then he spent the other hour and a half.
Okay. So you will have 30 minutes after you come out of your emptiness. For those of you guys that have been watching, after about 45 minutes, they seem to calm down. They calm down a bit. Dimitri has extricated himself from the situation, and a few of them, some are eating what look like rations versus the food they hunted. Others look to be sparring. A group of four just seem to be in some sort of free-for-all brawl. And three others are going through what look to be blade training of some sort. They're fighting each other, but it's like at 3/4 speed.
It's sparring. It's yeah, level stream. Yeah. You know,
Man, now I wish I could interrupt them, spook them again.
Yeah, while we're watching this, Rory says, "Grow." You know, for villagers, they're really organized.
I mean, they're a gang, not gang, so of course they are. As Crow just quietly sits in the corner, acting like nothing exists around him. But yeah, they're a gang, not gang of warrior culture people.
A number of them are double checking the food. It looks like they're preserving. Some others are preserving the food. They're double checking that, and beginning to prep it for travel. Okay. And at the 2 hour mark, they start moving off. At that same moment, your comms will go off. Two people speaking at the same time. One is Todar. The group, and the other person talking is Lowell. My group's moving.
So is ours. Stay with them. Try not to be seen.
Let's see. I apologize for not having this map ready. My upload is being funky. So I will describe it instead. Tracking them, and because you have tracking devices, you can just kind of like lollygag. Like, oh, it's over there now.
Yeah, I did that because I was sure if they were going to have speeders or not. So.
Better be safe than sorry.
They're on foot.
Awesome.
They are on a 6-hour hike, essentially.
Okay, people can take turns resting in the Tachikoma.
I'd say Roy would need it first, Mr. Sleep deprived half the time.
Oh yeah, need a roll for that. Was it high that I roll or low? Or I mean, is higher better or lower?
I think it was what, a 5 or a 6. You actually get sleep.
Yeah, I did not get sleep, so penalty.
And that's why you're sleeping first in the Tachikoma.
So yeah, 2 hours for Rory, 2 hours rest for Rory, 1 hour for everybody else.
Mm. Wait, two. No.
I feel like we just need to have like Sky come follow, just give like everyone like a needle of sedatives to just put him out when it's like, oh, you need rest. Click.
He's like Baracus, except on the nightly.
No, I don't. I use my sun cloak.
That would also work.
As you guys are leisurely following them, you don't need any rolls, so you're being leisurely about it. They do take the time to snag a couple more critters and add it to the what you have now seen is a
lot.
crate of preserved meats. You will eventually see in the in the distance as mist starts coming in just from the humidity levels shifting and stuff like that, not through any kind of magical means.
Or is it?
You will see vehicles, like speeder bikes, land speeders, that have been makeshifted into pseudo construction vehicles, as there is a log wall erected around what is peeking out of a few prefab structures. There is not a gate built as of yet. Outside of this walled encampment are tents, many tents of various sizes. Rory, you being the more math inclined person, would at the top of your head estimate 700 to 900 in terms of potential population.
What?
I may be seeing things because, like I said, Sonya, but yeah, hold on. He kind of slaps himself. Brief glance. Nope, still there.
I say there are people moving in and out of tents occasionally and stuff like that, so not quite sure of the exact number.
At that point, it sounds like we can almost walk into there.
You guys are noting as you get a bit closer, or even right now, if you're using something like micro binoculars or anything like that.
Of course.
And I have the Tachikoma use its long range sensors to try and do a life form scan to try and get a more accurate population estimate.
Okay. Tachikoma can roll sensors for that, just wants to get a detailed scan.
I would help it with that.
I don't think you want to help it with scanning.
I mean, if it provides me a map, I can be doing analysis of the terrain, that kind of thing.
It's more tallying what its life form indicators pick up.
Oh.
8D is what it's rolling.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't help with that then. But I would be using macro binoculars at least.
You have a set of macro binoculars?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
It came with the Scouts kit.
So it came with binoculars, but it didn't come with night vision.
Your macro binoculars are picking up.
Yeah, what I have is Synthrope, water purification, macro binoculars, a med pack, a survival kit, outdoor clothing, breather mask, camo armor, half vest, and a camo poncho. The HSS thruster pack, free power packs, and then obviously all my jerky rations. Oh, and obviously my quiver of like 20 arrows. Oh, sorry, 12. One quiver is 12. I forgot. That's the thing in Star Wars compared to everyone else.
While we're doing that, you can coordinate with your scouts and see if they're in the area or not. Bring them. We can coordinate, bring us together.
Actually, yeah. Did they end up coming into this area as well?
Yeah, they're groups of 20. Of 30, and that 20 from before is actually Laurel has reaffirmed the number at 45.
Jesus.
is entering at about the same time as your group. As your
So
group is.
is there more than one gate? That's what I'd be finding out from the scouts.
Gate.
You know, like hole in the
Entrance.
wall for people to go through, like entrances into the town.
There is one large gaping opening that seems to act as the gate. If you move around, you can see that there are prefab buildings behind the wall. Some are still under construction, but those with macro binoculars, since you mentioned you were using them, you're seeing a population ranging from the infant to early 40s. All of them look in fighting shape to some degree. Some are training. You do see some kids, and when I say kids, I mean like 10 to 12, training with scaled for them weapons or fisticuff. They're under supervision, though the supervision seems to be light.
Enough to say they're not killing each other.
Yeah.
We have found there are other people directing some of the construction efforts. Other people are giving medical attention to a few others, because some people do have varying degrees of wounds, or just seem to be being treated for something that seems to be ongoing, like maybe a fever or something like that. You're seeing a definite population center here.
Hey, Crow?
Yeah.
Do I see recruits?
Potentially. We'll see how this pans out.
Because that's enough people. I don't feel like we have enough people to deal with that. Just saying.
You're seeing around... Actually, no. People are shifting out and moving some. At least 100 people that actually have actual armor.
Their hunting party was 115 people. In spread into 3 groups.
Yep. We're still waiting for our LFI count.
What else?
We have found Caesar's Legion.
You are seeing generators. If you get Rory to assist you, he will be able to determine without rolling, because you're a tech guy anyway, that these generators will be suitable for emplacements. There's no emplacements actually there, but the power generators are set up for it.
I think we found our army.
If
this works out.
If they're willing to listen.
Dimitri, as I believe you have some macro binoculars yourself, you notice on the other side through the clearing, 2 more groups of 30 coming in bearing more game.
That's 30, 60, 90, 120 plus 45. That's like 165 people so far that we know are armed.
Yep.
And those are just hunting groups.
The population, except for people, actually no, technically they are armed too. They just don't have them out. They have sight arms.
We're just talking about confirmed armed people.
The population, to some degree or the other, seems armed. Like, even the people breastfeeding have a sidearm. It's not obviously not pulled, but they have it.
We found the jack.
Though you are noticing, compared to the population, at least out, not enough blaster packs. Like, people have a few spares, but unless there's a tent that's acting as an armory, it doesn't look like they have much in the way of ammo from a population standpoint.
Okay.
We found the Wastelanders, yes. Absolutely, Greg.
The LFI is from Dotachkoma. Dotachkoma, 1050, 1080,
I thought high def.
123.
So
We can assume outside of the kids, they're all armed, and assuming like 15% of the population is kids.
And there may or may not be another hunting party out there, so assume 1,200 just to be safe.
So 15% of 1,200 are not armed.
Or not. They aren't.
Fighting age. Let me put it that way.
Okay, reset. I would like you to bring, lock onto our position and bring the ship within 5 kilometers before setting her back down again.
Like, I want to do this map now.
That's.
We're looking at like 180 kids. So
How have they kept something this quiet?
they haven't. They've been noticed by other people.
No, but. Never mind.
A better question is how long, what he means is how they keep it quiet for this long.
From the Empire,
Yeah.
definitely. Because we're looking at like 1,020 grown adults that would be able to fight.
Yeah, because also.
That's-
Because also by the look of it, those are tents, so hypothetically they're nomadic, but that doesn't make sense. Where could they go?
Well, my guess, they may have come down from the mountains after whatever's happening up there. They got forced down here and are now, a new ecosystem that they're, messing with.
Maybe.
Put it this way.
Or they could also be multiple tribes that have come together.
To put it this way, we're looking at the size of a battalion or a regiment. If you want to look at army sizes, like unit sizes during World War II.
It's the annual Scoia'tael Jamboree.
But by the look, it's. Oh my gosh.
Well, why don't we go over and ask? It looks over again. You ready to meet the neighbors?
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, you have a city next to you now. There's where all your food's
We
going.
came out here to deal with it. We're not equipped to shoot it.
So what do we do?
And we're not in an area where they're likely to shoot us at this point.
So I'm going to try something. I'm told they at least used to be honorable warriors by our local Wikipedia expert.
Wait, who's the Wikipedia expert? Me?
You.
I don't know if I said they were honorable warriors.
The description that was given basically said they were.
You told us they were warriors, and then they weren't. They became.
Did Rory? Was that part of the description? I don't remember them hearing that part.
It was a part of it because me and Tristan joked with David while you were gone for a good 5 minutes
okay.
about it.
Okay.
So I'm hoping if I speak to them as spear chucker to spear chucker, maybe we can reach some kind of agreement.
Yeah.
If not, I have alternative means of dealing with them that may or may not work, assuming that our cultures are as similar as that sounds like they were, before they divulged into the Crips and the Bloods that aren't actually on Streetwise.
Yeah, that is.
I
fair.
mean,
Criminal organizations. They are criminals.
I mean, just saying, they don't have emplacements yet, and all we see them with are blasters.
Blasters.
They have a giant starship.
Vibro weapons.
Like,
I mean,
no, we are equipped to be able to commit mass murder. We
They
are.
They could. Okay, but that's not the point. There's also they could have their own weapons. They could be hiding them, like rocket launchers and the like.
Or
I don't know.
bits,
I'd be
flamethrowers.
impressed if a man-portable weapon can destroy a starship.
All right.
What was that?
As I ignore the fact that Mr. Crow has done it several times.
Also, having these people randomly just fighting these people, we don't know if this is their real numbers. So, yeah, let's just. I guess we can talk to them.
Again, I'll speak up. Well, they do have some prefabricated buildings.
Well, yeah, but that's the whole point of prefab is they can go up and down quickly.
Well, yeah, but why build a wall around it?
That implies
They're
that
moving in
whenever they got here,
permanently.
They're not intending to go anywhere anytime soon.
Actually, can I roll, like maybe technical knowledge to see, or maybe a knowledge check in general, to see how recent they have been erected? Like, how recent is this camp, essentially?
Like, they're still
Okay.
building the recent.
You can
Far as I
you can
know.
roll either technical, perception, or knowledge.
I'm gonna go with technical,
Okay.
because that is the better skill. Nice. 21.
Okay. It looks like that the construction uh, s- uh, started, judging by everything and how everything looks, I'm including erecting tents. Looks like it started 3 weeks ago. According to the theme, they weren't having issues until 2 weeks ago, roughly.
So very recent.
So yeah, so they just got here like a month ago, maybe.
As you guys are observing and such, excuse me. The there's a group that is pulling a it's a 5 meter tall like a mini tower on a repulsor bed. It's being dragged by, quote unquote, dragged by a it looks like a worn, slightly stripped down land speeder.
Hey, Crow.
Mm-hmm.
You want to use a flare and get their attention to come over here instead of trying to walk up to them?
No, because I don't want them to think we're afraid of them.
Yeah.
Fair enough, so I guess we're just going to walk up there.
I'd rather approach and have them think we're stupid than shoot up a flare and make them come over here and think we're shooting our pants because they're behind that little palisade.
Yeah. Plus that also. Plus
It could
the
also make them
flare-
think we're attacking them, too.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Because, I mean, the kind of flares we have are flares from the First Order.
No, I've got non-first order flares.
Okay, I just...
Yeah. We could make dirty flares anyway, so. But yeah, point is, flares are never. Let Crow talk to them. He seems to get them.
I hope.
He
I
hopes.
mean, we're all
He
going
hopes.
out there,
Anywhere near
so...
accurate.
Again, I'll step over next to
Oh
them.
boy.
Well, I am supposed to be a representative.
Yep. Okay.
Oh boy.
I'll turn to the scouts and everybody. It's like, okay. Reset's bringing the ship around. As soon as he lands, I want you guys to get aboard so you can come bail us out if this goes south.
Aye, sir.
The senior staff, I guess, will be approaching the palisade and seeing how this goes.
Cool. Oh boy.
Yeah.
At least I brought the proper weapons to possibly shoot my way out of this for about 2 seconds.
I've got rockets. We can punch holes in walls if we need to.
I at least have a few IEDs and party favors just in
And
case.
also, we all still have jetpacks.
Yeah.
That is true. We could literally just fly the fuck away.
Yes.
Yeah, they don't seem to have jetpacks.
As you guys are approaching, because I think you guys were a fair distance out just to maintain observance.
Yeah.
As you guys are approaching, the 5 meter tall mini tower is set down. Some other people are bringing a pair of generators over. There's a few kids that are like clearly they're pretending to help carry the generator, but the adults are the ones actually doing the lifting.
It's like cells at work.
Yeah.
Yes. Except much more rugged cells. We help, yes.
Yes, yes.
What was that?
I don't know. I'm being affected by a Monster energy drink. Expect weird things
Oh,
from me
snap.
today.
Oh no. Okay, moving on.
They set the generator down and start connecting it. You'll hear some yelling. You guys can roll perception if you'd like, if you want to try to make out what the words are.
Sure. The hyena will roll perception.
Beat an 11, and you'll hear it.
Do I have to roll my raw perception, or can I do search since I'm clearly going towards them?
If you're like focusing in, yes.
I would like to hear whether or not I need to turn around and run, so yes. What, 2, 4, 6, 7?
I missed it by 2. I missed it by 2, unfortunately, because insomnia.
Okay. In
I
your
definitely beat it.
Actually, wait. Nah, you being insomnia is still probably. No, I probably didn't get enough sleep to cover
If it
that.
matters, I rolled a 20.
Oh, nice.
What is that? 24 plus 27. If it matters, if I hear more than just them saying whether or not they're going to kill us immediately,
No, this is just to see if you can make out more than others yelling. That is a good number, though.
I'm more worried about aggression. I don't particularly care if it's not aggression towards us.
Hey! Everything's connected? Yeah, everything's connected.
Oh, yay, the turret's live.
You double check? Of course I double checked, you fool.
I don't think it's a turret. It might be like a field generator. You know, like to hide it from
Okay.
the giant clearing that they just made.
1, 2. Flip the blasted switch. Fine. For those actually looking at the tower, there'll be a small motion as a person engages something. There'll be some sparks, a soft thrumming sound that Dimitri can hear due to his hearing. If anyone has any other hearing augments, they can hear the slight hum as well. Quinlan is like, he's not enjoying the sound. The top of the tower will have 4 spokes of energy shoot on and wrap around. What you can now see visibly is a antennaed orb. It will start glowing, and then the top of the tower will explode in a flash of light.
As in it blows up in a flash of light, or
Yeah, the top of the tower blows up, expending its energy in a haphazard upward wave. It's like, and the guy that flipped the switch runs over, shuts down the generators, and punches the guy that was managing the generator just straight in the chest. See the person stagger. I did double check it. The projector just wasn't fixed right. With that flash of light, you will momentarily now be able to see there are signs of blast damage to the tower.
Alright, point of negotiation. We have a mechanic.
Yes, we do.
yay! Yay! No, that's more the thing of yay.
You do notice now again that you're closer, and I take it not using the night vision at this point. Or are you still using night vision?
Only if I need it to see where I'm going.
Not to
It's
see
actually-
where you're going. No.
It's been 6 hours. Wouldn't it be dawn almost at this point?
Zenti's
I say we have like a 26, 28 hour day.
day night cycle is...
And we waited 2 hours, so it'd be a total of 8 hours, and then 30 minutes for the fact that we had to walk all the way out to home.
Wrong thing.
So 8.5 hours from, I'd say, what? When did we leave, actually?
It was never established.
28 Coruscant hour rotation for day length.
So, assuming it's been 8 hours, say we leave like after morning, because we were discussing what we're going to do, and then we did the motor pool thing. So I'd put it shortly after lunch. So we're looking at about, if you want to put it to a 24-hour and just crush the other 4 hours into a 24-hour scale, slightly, I would say another 30 minutes after that would put it around 2 o'clock. And then we spent 2 hours, once we found them, we waited 2 hours. I put it around 6 o'clock. Then we spent 6 hours following them. So we're looking at like around midnight. Assuming that we started with the motor pool like just before noon.
So we're in the wee hours of the morning right now, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're probably looking at like the Twilight Zone hours.
Or just before midnight if, with the extra 4 hours.
True. It's somewhere in that time range, Twilight.
We're in that weird zone.
I'd say we're somewhere in the equivalent between 9 p.m. and 12 a.m.
Yeah.
We're in the dark zone.
There is enough light for you guys to be able to tell that a good portion of the males you can see are sporting some form of stylized facial hair.
Stylized in what way? Like stylized as in like wild and crazy, or
They are they're kind of like starched beards, so they can be shaped.
Ah.
To hold,
They have the
hold
dreadlock of
curves
beards.
and stuff like that.
Okay.
The women do not have beards. So as you approach and you're not particularly hiding yourselves, a group of 14 people will start approaching you. It's a combination of unarmed blaster and vibro weapons. The style of the blaster weapons are not first order. These blaster weapons are designed with, it's a little haphazard. The main part of it is using a lot of curves, smooth curves in its design. However, the front, and to a limited degree, and depending on what weapon you're looking at, the side of the aft does have some more jagged edges. They seem to be a equivalent of like a bayonet. The others appear to be more close and spiky in case they have to hit someone with the weapon. Excuse me. Their vibro weapons do have a noticeable curve to them versus being straight blades. A woman will approach. This group of 14 is wearing armor. It's the armor is mostly hard armor, though the hardened portions are, areas like chest, more critical areas. You there, halt.
I will take 2 steps more and then hold.
Follow Crow's lead.
Yeah.
The group of 14 will approach you, weapons pointed at you. The woman will approach. Is it you and Gin kind of like next to each other in front? Is that how you're doing this?
She can stand wherever she wants. I'm not.
Okay.
I feel like everybody else is standing behind us, make sure they don't get shot. But
Is the touch coma and stuff with you?
no, Tashkoma went back to the ship.
Okay.
It's just me, the dog, and the PCs.
Okay. They'll go over. The woman will go over. Look at you. Look at Gin. Glance behind. Look at Gin again. Looks like we have someone from the village here.
How can they tell? Like out of character. I'm like, what?
That's a good question.
Especially when she hasn't been around the village when these things were happening.
Yeah.
Gin will look at her. Yes, I'm from the theme. I'm wanting to know why you are well, I guess I can see why you're taking so much of the food reserves around here. Then why haven't you opened up negotiations if you need to feed this many people? Huh. She'll the so tall woman will chuckle. Oh, thank you. Cause the lack of negotiation, because you're not worth it. You know, with a little like what? We are. It's not even a matter of neighboring. You are invading our territory and clearly in need of resources. If you did any scouting at all, you could tell that we've relatively recently been attacked by the First Order and are thus no friends of them. If that's your fear, then she won't be able to finish, as the woman she is talking to will punch her in the side with the response of, "We're not afraid." It's like a quick jab.
I'm really debating if Dimitri would catch that fist or not. Would Dimitri do it?
If you'd like.
Better question. Would Crow have told me not to do anything? Crow.
Crow is not here right now. He will be told.
Doggone it! That would explain it, because I'm like, Crow probably should have started negotiations before again. Shoot.
I'm about ready to press enter.
I want to wait for a response from Tristan.
Okay, good point. That's true. He's not here right now, and he's doing some things. So yeah.
Sorry, just got here.
Would you have told Dimitri not to catch a punch that's big for it again as a rebuttal to something from a conversation?
Blocking, fine.
I would catch her fist, not in as like prevent her from pulling your fist away, just like hand blocks it kind of thing.
Okay. I don't want to provoke them, but I don't want them to think that we're pushovers either.
Make a brawling or martial arts roll or what have you, please, to see if you can intercept it in time. It's a quick jab.
Cool. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 2. Let me push these over there. Mm. 27.
Oh!
I'm catching that punch.
You catch it. You stop it. The back of your hand feels the side of Gin, like just barely as you stop the blow.
So why was a punch thrown?
Gin was basically. Never mind. I can't really just explain it well.
I'm gonna let David explain it because I can't even figure out really a way to explain it.
Yin was.
But I will say this: from that punch, my claws would be exposed because of the fact of all the recoil of that force.
Oh, nice.
Not that they're hidden or anything, but they'd be a lot closer to catching her hand. And I keep them particularly sharp. I like my teeth.
Haha.
Do I need to take that damage though?
Oh, no. No, you caught the punch. No, you're good. The damage is in case it actually, hit. Again, was stating about the, what was it? Yeah, that's what it was. That, when they were invading, and why didn't they, ask about food, considering the population it looks like they need to feed, and they didn't need what was it? They didn't need to shit. What was it? Fuck. I'm trying to get my technology down.
They weren't afraid of Catheme and didn't really care about them.
Right.
Well, it's not they're not afraid of Catheme. It's they're not afraid of the First Order. I think. Because it was kind of hard to tell who was talking at the same time. It's like, who's talking now?
Sorry, I'll need to make more of an effort to differentiate that. I apologize.
So, he asked a legitimate question, and the answer was punch to the face.
But it was essentially what it boils down to is you don't need to be afraid to ask for our help.
And the person was like, "Bitch, we ain't asking for help," and punched her.
It was punch. We're not afraid.
Yeah,
you're just not worth it.
Okay, so not even looking at that. Well, I mean he is, but you can't tell with the visor. He will take another step forward, so he is putting himself in a position between the two, or indicate, metaphorically speaking, putting himself in a position between the two groups, and will continue to introduce himself. My name is Pro of House Ren, warrior of Mantalore and protector of Zinti. Their village is under me and my people's protection. As such, it has fallen to me to address their grievance with you. Now, by all rights, I am told that you are a noble culture and people, and that there's something that we should be able to reach some kind of accommodation in some fashion. So I have come to talk to your leadership and find a way to resolve this with minimal loss of life, because, well, there's no sense in having a pointless war when we've got other enemies out here to worry about.
Enemies that could make a generator explode very easily from weight of fire.
As a show of good faith, I'm willing to have our technician look at your tower problem while we talk. Your light display earlier indicates you could use some help.
I'm guardswoman Yasna. A Sotal formerly of Soyal. We don't recognize or validate your authority, though I do respect your protection of the village.
I'm not asking you to respect my authority, I'm just asking you to give me a chance to be heard.
She'll eye you up and down, and then
Mask says nothing.
And then look over at Dimitri.
I'm clearly between her again at this point.
There are a few other people that seem to react with a mixture of bemused, shock and curiosity at noticing Dimitri's claws.
I mean, I'm not hiding the fact that I'm a yappy.
Nobody's hiding anything. These people are just unfazable.
I was like, wait, what?
I was like,
He has
have a
claws?
Mandalorian and a werewolf, and they're just like, meh.
Oh, is anyone wanting to like roll perception to see if they're just keeping their composure?
Sure.
Yeah,
I'd like to roll body reading.
Rory.
Yeah, you have body reading. You can do that.
Yeah, I would like to just read the situation essentially.
Okay.
Like, should Rory be ready to run?
I've been at that point this whole time, so do I still get the roll search, or because I'm actually more consciously preventing this woman from punching people randomly, just get my passive perception?
Body reading, body language rather, is actually a skill under perception. It's, however, one of the rarer skills. So, if you're going to like read their body language, pierce their masks, it would just be perception if you don't have the skill.
Cool.
Let's see.
I have 40 in perception. This is going to be entertaining.
Yep.
That power die,
If you want to
though.
get a different read of the conversation by like how they're talking.
That power die, though. Oh my god.
If you're asking about me, David, it's body reading as well.
Yeah,
Trying to
I mean,
read a general situation of like, okay.
Do you actually have the body reading skill, or is it just perception?
Oh yeah, perception.
So let's see.
Yeah, because that's right. I don't have the ski.
I love my power die today. That's exactly how I'm gonna word it too. I'm in the danger zone.
Highway to the...
Danger zone.
I can't get as loud because family's asleep. Otherwise, I would totally scream that at the top of my lungs.
Says Mother, I like it. Holy crap, Danger Zone instinct.
Danger zone.
I'm just gonna say this is basically just primal at this point.
Okay, Dimitri, you can tell that in terms of their reaction to your claws, some of them are actually excited. The potential danger of your claws excites some of them.
Okay then.
For Rory, you notice that they are keeping, like, intentionally keeping composure. They do find this strange group potentially interesting. They clearly hold themselves to a higher degree than you guys. But they are a little bit on guard, and Dimitri, you also sense that even those that are excited about your claws are a little bit on guard. Well, they may not be showing it. They definitely go, okay, this group could be a threat. Crow. What you are sensing is a bit of the above. You can of what I told them, with the addition of its. They more are kind of having the stance of, and you can kind of tell this from the body language, should you be beneath our notice? And they are a bit on guard, though you can tell they're a bit more on guard for the Yappy versus you.
Great.
They're more.
You've been the one group of people on the planet that have never heard of a fucking Mandalorian.
But they're scared of the hyena dog.
But they respect their. It's just basically threat level of like, ooh, okay, we actually might have something here. Okay.
The woman in particular, Yasna, however, is giving you a bit more regard. You can tell she wants to respect you just by your demeanor, but is not letting herself. Like you haven't reached some qualifier to be able to really allow her to do so.
So you didn't block the punch, so.
They group as a whole. At the moment they're standing is they don't want you to be in what they perceive as their territory, and you can tell that your proximity to them, this wanting to push you out, is less of a show of strength on their part. Like there's of course a part of that in there, but there's a much more of a dollop of vulnerability. Like because you're this close, they feel like their underbelly is being a bit too exposed. But again, Yasna is again noting your armament, noting your armor, you're armored.
I will say this much.
You do certainly look like you can take care of yourself, though not all of your companions share that trait. This is Yasna speaking up.
Not everybody is a warrior of our caliber.
Well, not everyone needs to be a warrior, but you at least need to know how to defend yourself.
That they can do.
I would say that Dimitri would grin, showing, not in a hostile way, but just a grin at blocking the punch and noticing the crowd, but wouldn't say anything.
They have been helping me fight the First Order for months. They successfully liberated, the villagers from their tyranny.
I've been captured and broke myself out.
At the mention of the First Order, you do notice some of them get a little bit steely.
That said, I seriously doubt the five of us are enough to threaten your little town.
You're not, but that doesn't mean I have to listen to you. Or, and she'll look over towards Gin, negotiate with you. You may hunt, woman of woman of the theme, but you do not fight. I'm willing to bet they came, and some of you may have had the gumption to take up arms, but not all of you did. That being said, if you want me to pay any kind of attention to you and have us allow you to breach your perimeter, you're going to have to prove yourself. And that last part was more towards the group, though she is looking at Gim. You say your friends can take care of themselves?
Aye.
You can step aside. Which one of you wants to prove yourself?
You
can do so for the rest of your companions.
Man, I'm almost tempted. This is a Mando thing.
You can tell.
I'm not allowed to participate.
You can tell by her accepting you that's acknowledging that you can actually
I'll
fight.
click off the externals and go with just pure PTP. It's like, Dimitri, you're probably the best bet. Step forward.
Sure.
Unless you've been training with Gin and I'm not aware of it.
I would have, but she would not have been anywhere near proficient in that.
That's what I mean.
So,
It's like Gin. It would mean more coming from Gin, but I don't think she has the dice to do it.
I mean, she
Sure.
can shoot a blaster,
Mm.
but clearly these people are interested in a test of marksmanship.
Are interested?
Are not.
Yeah, it sounds like they want to have a fist fight. So
sure, Dimitri would actually take off his camo helmet. He'd leave the rest of it on, just not the helmet. Basically,
damn, I
toss
can't
it.
give him command buffs from his earbud.
I still have that. The camo helmet doesn't cover that part of me, anyways. I at least made sure of that much. The camo helmet's just optical armor to go over my head. It's not part of the comm suite. But I would definitely take the helmet off. Basically, I guess I would just toss it towards Gen or whoever's directly behind me,
That'd be Gin. Gin will catch it.
and I would step forward. I'd basically just like crack my knuckles and
Crack
bare
the
my
neck.
teeth.
Crack the knuckles. Crack the neck. They are fury. They are rage. You will be worse.
Oh, I forgot to include the +2 when I rolled that 27, so it actually would have been 29. Not that
Oh,
it mattered
nice.
earlier.
Yasna will look past to Gin. Hunter of Catheme, do you accept this as your challenge for our attention? Gin will look back at her with as much steel as she can muster, which is an okay amount. I mean, it's not a warrior steel or anything. I would trust him with my life. I believe he can fight to your satisfaction, if not more.
He leans over to the woman and is like, he is her mate. His honor is her honor.
Damn.
I just go like,
I was about to say.
I sidebarred that.
I'm like,
Did you turn the PTP
satisfaction.
Yes, you don't keep the PTP on when you're whispering to people.
Oh shit! I left it on. Fuck! Damn it. Okay, you turned it on. Okay, yeah. In that case, then.
It's like he's got his helmet set, so he has to actually, tongue it to.
Okay. In that case, for those who want to hear that, you can roll perception. Though I think Dimitri's the only one that really has a chance of catching it.
oh god. Well, at least I know where the Mando stands in that relationship. Not that he wouldn't know because it's not like that yet.
Is that where I stand, or is that just what I'm saying to validate it in her eyes? Woo!
Either way. Well, that die fell off the table. I'm not even gonna care about it.
I am making not that she is hiding behind your skirt, but that this is legitimately your fight too.
I'm just like,
I mean-
melee fight? I'll do a melee fight.
I mean, you're the one that blocked the punch.
Exactly.
I blocked the punch just because of the fact there was no reason to have the punch.
Yes, but
Mhm.
that sells the argument.
That is a good point. 12, 14. I rolled a 15 on 5 dice.
Ah, okay, not quite high enough.
Damn.
So you just see the Mando helmet lean over and then lean back.
I'm just like,
There'll be a look of acknowledgement on Yasna's face. I see. Her attention will shift from Dimitri back to Gen.
I'm just going
I
to
I
act.
commend you on your particular brand of courage. Gin looks a little confused.
Gin will remember this? Question mark.
Dimitri just puts 2 and 2 together after seeing this. What Amanda did. I'm just like, roll eyes.
Gin's confusion will will quickly pass, being unaware of what Crow actually dispensed.
Yeah, Rory and
So
Rory and Gin are kind of like, what?
you'll find them full of more courage than you know.
Shoulder crow face palms. Real crow can't, but shoulder crow does.
Even Dimitri's trying after putting 2 and 2 together, because I assume Dimitri would at least be able to. It's just like, I want to sigh and hold my head.
It's like, can we fight, please?
Can we just get this started?
Can someone try to punch, please?
She'll unclick her belt, which has some weapons and gear on it, and put it out to her side. If there's equipment dangling, one of the other guards will retrieve it from her. How much of your armor are you wearing?
I think you just took off
I
his
mean,
helmet.
if she's not wearing anything, I'll at least match her and not wear anything.
Oh god, furry combat!
No, she does have some armor on. She does not have a full face helmet, but she does have an open face helmet. Which, since you mentioned you took yours off, she'll remove hers.
Then yeah, I just leave my half vest and the rest of my camo armor on.
Okay,
While this fight is happening, I would like to use GURPS style analysis.
sure.
I would reduce that penalty.
Her feet will be in a stance. The rest of her won't be.
What does Katara do besides let me roll will saves with it?
Several
That
maneuvers.
That's it counts as brawling and has maneuvers.
What are these maneuvers?
Do you have more than 1D in it?
I have 4D plus 2 in it.
And,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean more than 1D over your brawling.
You should have a list. Of
Yes, I have
maneuvers.
1D plus 2.
Then you should have maneuvering on. You should have one maneuver under it.
I do not have any maneuvers because
Oh,
we
you
never
don't? Oh,
really.
that is my
You must not have
mistake.
picked one then.
That is completely on me. I thought I did that.
Oh, because I was he was learning after generation.
Oh, I'm thinking of the other one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you will have to choose a maneuver at some point.
The woman will speak decisively, projecting a bit, so even those a little further away, Jimmy, can hear. I, guardswoman Yasna, permit, officiate this trial of status.
Perfect.
She will give you a slight bow. She is clearly keeping her eyes on you as she does. She's not looking towards the ground,
Yeah,
and she'll go into a more complete fighting stance.
Thank you, woman. You have told me exactly what I need to know about how to proceed once we get in the wall. Assuming, your leader is not more reasonable, which seems unlikely.
So, what is one of these maneuvers that I'm supposed to have with Katara?
Well, every D you have over your brawling skill,
Your base brawling.
your base brawling skill, you get to choose to learn one maneuver.
Yeah, and
So you will have to choose one after the session.
yep, and you'll certainly have time as you take whatever stance you wish.
Cool.
With
There ain't much of a stance to being a yappy.
nice. Huh? With the twilight in the air, wind carrying on it leaves and shuddering the trees around it, the screen will freeze and show a to be continued.
It's like the first punch is thrown. We'll be right back.
I'm actually glad you offered it. If you had hesitated much longer, Gin would have said she'd fight.
Oof.